On today's episode of Toonz, your core is gonna get a ton of work to get some master level gains.
He's fun, I like him.
We built this facility off the grid to train the next generation of Spartans.
On the ground in 3,
You got this.
2,
It's not gonna be easy,
1.
but I believe in you.
Come at him from all sides!
Strike. Double kill.
Over there!
Overkill.
Enemy!
Kill-tacular. Killing spree. Kill-trocity. Kill-Jara. Kill-apocalypse. Kill-tastrophe. Killionaire. Kill-frenzy. Extermination. Untouchable. Game over. Spartans win.
Now, this training schedule can be tailored to your own personal goals. For example, if you want more of a strength conditioning workout where you're building a lot of muscular endurance and a lot of cardiovascular endurance as well, then I recommend resting 30 to 45 seconds between sets. That is a great way to boost your heart rate and you'll be sweating a lot more. But if your main goal is just to build strength and muscle, then I recommend resting 2 to 3 minutes between sets. This program is going to have 3 lifting days and 3 cardio days, or 2 cardio days, depending on how you want to go about it. Remember, go at your own pace, as I always say. Starting off with good old anime god. Well, actually, I can't call them anime god makers because Master Chief's a video game character, but technically there was a Halo anime, but actually I'm not supposed to talk about that. But anyways, let's go back to it. Good old push-ups to pull-ups. We're gonna superset push-ups and pull-ups. We're gonna go do 3 sets of as many reps as possible in 45 seconds. So for example, what I want you to do is get down in your push-up position, do as many push-ups as you can with good form in 45 seconds, and see just like how many you can get to. See how many you can get to in that like time frame. And then immediately after those 45 seconds are up, so you're gonna need a time for this, you're gonna go right to the pull-up bar and you're gonna do as many pull-ups that you can within those 45 seconds too. So for example, like if you can do like, endless amount of pull-ups, then okay, those 45 seconds, you were just stimulating yourself and you're able to just, go as fast as you can. But remember, you can make it as challenging by doing the reps either slower or doing them like hyper fast where you're like really trying to get as much blood flow into the muscle. So remember that when you're doing these. For push-ups, you can choose the variation that works best for you. So you can do plyo push-ups, standard push-ups, regular push-ups like diamond push-ups, anything like that. And for pull-ups, same thing. Like if you need to use like rings, I really love using gymnastic rings because they let you like, adjust accordingly so that you don't like injure your elbow if you feel that standard pull-ups are too strenuous on your elbow joint for yourself. Or you could do chin-ups or neutral grip or any like type of pull-up variation that just works super well for you. And if you want to, Master Chief's armor is pretty heavy, so you could be doing these like weighted as well. So you could put on a weight vest and do like the push-ups weighted to the pull-ups weighted. Again, just see what works best for you and always just, try to challenge yourself. That's what's gonna get you the most results out of this workout. Following that, we go to a standard bench press. The simple standard bench press. I'm using a neutral grip and these dumbbells right here because this is just, it's very hard to move in this suit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 sets of 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps. So each set I'm going up in weight just to challenge myself. And I'm only going up like 5-10 pounds to challenge myself. You can also do this with barbells if you have like a spotter with you. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have a spotter. And then you can also do like, variations if you want to. So for example, you could do an incline bench press as well, but I recommend this as normal flat bench press right there. But what I would recommend is slowing down the eccentric portion, that's the lowering portion of the weight, and then explosively pressing up at the top. That is going to give you some more pushing power when you're like, in a situation where you're like, gotta press, like Master Chief is always in. Next up, we're going to rows. You can do any type of row you want. So for example, you can do bodyweight rows. You can do dumbbell rows. You can do barbell rows. You can do rows on a bench. You can do rows on an incline bench, whatever row likes you. Rows before hoes, And what I want you to do is I want you to do 4 sets of 12, 10, 8, 6 reps like we did with the bench press. Just challenge yourself, building up that muscular strength and building up those muscles as well. Phenomenal for building up a strong back. After that, Spartans, get those curls in. So we're just gonna hit you with 3 sets, 15 reps. Again, when you hit 15, make sure you can do no more with good form. This is great for building endurance, but also building up that muscle mass to yourself so you're able to do a lot more. And did you know curls are surprisingly very functional because like you use it because you're twisting up and you're curling the stuff up. And it's like if you're going to the grocery store and you're grabbing some groceries and you curl the things up and then you're walking back to your house and you're walking them. So it actually is really good for you. So make sure to get those curls in like Master Chief and the other Spartans do. Then we have a dumbbell clean and press, or if you don't want to do a clean and press, you can always do a dumbbell shoulder press or military press as I've talked about before. But from the starting position, dip your hips and explode upward, pulling the weights up. And as the weights come close to your chest, dip under and catch them on top of your shoulders, stand and press the weights overhead and then reverse the move. And this is very difficult to do in a Master Chief outfit, I found out. So I had to like switch up the dumbbells a few times when filming this because it was just like ridiculous. But these are really great at building up explosive power and also building up those shoulder muscles for you so you can get that nice fill out for your armor, you know? And to finish off our upper body day, we have climb the rope crunches. And here what you're gonna do is just like it says, you climb an imaginary rope. So what you're doing is you get in a crunch position and then you slowly curl up, but it's like you're climbing up this imaginary rope. It's like you're climbing up an imaginary rope and then you lower yourself down. And I want you to do 3 sets of 60 seconds. You will start to feel these burning super well if you do them properly. Next up on the lower body weight day, let's start off with a sandbag deadlift. Now I'm using a punching bag for this, but a sandbag would be even better. I highly recommend getting them from Amazon, and that's what actual Marines would use in this situation. But what you want to do is stand holding a sandbag with both hands under the top of the weight and your arms hanging in front of you. Keep your chest up and your shoulders back. Next, lower your body until the weight touches the floor and then stand up again. Be sure to touch the weight to the floor in every rep. So you can do these with dumbbells, or you can just do a standard deadlift if you want to, or you can do it with a hexagon bar. Those are actually one of my favorite ways to do it as well. But great for working the posterior chain and building up strong legs and a strong back. And for this sandbag deadlift, we're gonna hit you for 3 sets of 12 reps. Following that, grab a heavy sandbag or a heavy dumbbell or a heavy barbell, whatever you want to do, and stand holding it vertically by one end against your chest with your elbows pointing down. Bend at the hips and knees to lower your body until your thighs are at least parallel to the floor, and then return to start. And then slide your elbows past your knees, all right? So what you're doing here is basically a dumbbell front squat or a sandbag front squat. This is great for building up your legs and also phenomenal for building up your core strength as well. A highly underrated core exercise that a lot of people should do. And for this sandbag front squat, we're gonna hit you for 3 sets of 8 reps. Next, you don't have to have a bar. I was just like feeling the mood because I had the gun and stuff like that in front of me, like, you know, Master Chief. All you're gonna do is do some reverse lunges, 3 sets, 15 reps each leg. All right, this is great for building up the legs, great for building up that cheek meat because Master Chief has a dunk on him, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a filthy liar. But yes, build it up is going to help you so much and also build up that muscular endurance in the legs. Following that, we're having some fun here. So you can get yourself an imaginary gun or a squirt gun or a Nerf gun or something like that. Please don't use this with a real gun. This is viewer discretion is advised. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Do not use this with a real gun. And what we're gonna do is just do a light hop and then shoot. Light hop and then shoot. Light hop and then shoot. Great for building up the plyometric strength of the legs. Great for building up the muscle mass of the legs and also building up that explosive, fast twitch muscle fibers so that you can move more because Master Chief needs this when he's going against all different kinds of enemies. Fun way to work your legs, 3 set 10 reps, and make sure to land softly. That is the key thing, land softly. After that, we have step front kicks. Again, another way because they're Spartans, right? So this is Spartan kicks, all right? So we're gonna hit you with 3 sets of 15 reps each leg. Great for building up kicking power and also great for working the hips. And so you really dip down, like feel like you're like Leonidas, you know, this is Sparta, you know, it's like epic rap battles of history again. And now we have a kettlebell swing or a dumbbell swing if you have a dumbbell and you don't want to use it, but I highly recommend using a kettlebell because it's easier to grip. So what you want to do is push your hips back and lower the weight between your legs until it's under your butt. Drive back up to a standing position and swing the weight up, keeping your arms straight. Return to the starting position. Raise the weight until your arms are parallel to the floor, and then repeat that over and over again. This is great for building up explosive power, great for working the back, great for working your butt, and also really great for your cardio. That's why we're doing 3 sets of 30 seconds with this. So just do as many reps cleanly as you can within those 30 seconds. Following that is our full body day. Our full body day is going to consist of tire flips. If you can have a tire, do 12 flips in a row, making sure you duck down, keeping your lower back safe. And when you flip, make sure you start off with a lighter tire and then gradually build up to a bigger tire, okay? Don't just go to like the heaviest tire and try to flip it. You will throw out your back. Trust me on that. Keep your back stable, secure, and use your muscles, use your legs, use your arms in unison and flip it over. See, for me, this is super light, so it's not even that challenging. But like, you know, these people are actually pushing themselves, and it's one of the best functional exercises you can do. Next, we're gonna go sled running for the next 100 meters. And again, if you have your gym has one of these, like, I highly recommend using them. Not only are they super fun, but they're a great way to build up your leg strength as well and build up your explosive power as well. So what you wanna do is get the weight, tie it to yourself, attach it to the sled, and then, you know, start with a lighter weight. And then I want you to run 100 meters there and then just, you know, rest. And then you can run 100 meters back. Make sure the area you're doing this on is flat. And then when you become more advanced, you can do like hills where the hill is at an incline, but make sure it's not too steep or you could hurt yourself. Remember, check your ego in at the door, start light, and slowly build up from it. And then we're gonna go with some sled rows. I talked about these in my Edidori training routine. These are great for building up the back muscles, the biceps, and working your cardio as well. And again, I recommend doing it for 100 meters, where all you're doing is you squat down, get yourself nice and stable, and row the weight to you. And then when it gets to you, you walk back and you row it again, and you do that for about 100 meters. It'll be great work, and you'll be sweating a ton. After that, we're gonna go into my personal favorites, panther crawls. All you got to do is get down on all fours, try to keep your bottom down and in line with your head, keep your body as close to parallel with the floor as possible, bring your heels up so you are on your toes, pull yourself forward using your arms and hands, and using just your legs, carry your body back up to your arms. That's the technical way to do it, but all you gotta do is just crawl forward, there, and back. So you choose your destination. I recommend 100 meters just because you did 100 meters with the sled runs and sled rows, and then all you gotta do is just, you know, crawl there, crawl back. It is going to burn super well, but like you need that functional strength, especially if you're in a halo type situation. And then I got silly because now we have Master Chief who has unlocked Bankai and who has also gotten Guts Dragon Slayer. So we're gonna do some chops. And again, all you gotta do for chops is just keep your core contracted and then slice across your body. Keep your core contracted, slice across your body, and then you do 15 reps each side. We talked about this so many times before. I really love chops on this channel. And you're gonna do each of these exercises one after another. So it's only 5 exercises, but after you finish those 5 exercises, you're going to rest 30 to 45 seconds, or again, if you need longer rest, 2 to 3 minutes. And then you're gonna repeat it twice more, and that will be your full body day. It's a good way to condition the body, though I do recommend lower rest because that will help you build up your muscular endurance and cardiovascular endurance. But if you don't have any of this stuff like at your like gym or like at a place you work or anything like that to do this like, you know, type of full body thing, then I recommend just doing like one of my Mikasa like training routines because it pretty much is very much a very effective full body circuit training routine that you can do to build yourself up if you do not have the equipment listed. And for the 3 cardio days, I recommend doing 45 minutes of your own type of cardio because what I want you to do is I want you to find a cardio that you can do that will allow you to stay active for at least 40 minutes where you're just like, I can do this. I'm having fun. I'm doing this because what it's doing is it's allowing your heart and lungs to be worked and it's allowing you to increase your stamina and your endurance. And this is super important because especially for this, so I could say, you know, go run 3, 4, 5 miles, but some people don't like running. I could say go jump rope for this amount of time. Some people don't like jump rope. I could say go swim for this amount of time. Some people don't like swimming. So it's on you. Find what type of cardio matches for you, and I want you to do 30 to 45 minutes of it and see what works. And there are so many different variations of cardio you can try. I did an entire video on ways how to work out that doesn't feel like working out, so go check that out after this. So here is the full routine. If you try it, definitely come back and leave a comment down below and let us know how you felt.
Jesus Christ! How the hell are you breathing this crap? Well, dudes and dudettes, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me take this off. Something Master Chief would never do. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe and leave a like button down below. And if you made this far in the video, type Halo gains to let me know who stayed this far in the video. And I hope you can get some gains like Master Chief, because he is one of the GOATs. He's one of the GOATs, and I'm glad I was able to give him a Tough Like Toonz workout. Remember, full PDF is in the description box if you want to see something more linear, but this was just fun for me to do, and I'm really happy all you watched it. And thank you all for subscribing. We're at 500K. We're going to hit 1 million very soon. I don't care. We're going to go after it because you are my squad, people. So remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, moments high. Cortana, need some help.